Good morning, it's Sharice here, and it's currently what 7:20 a.m. Normally, I try and get to work by like 6:45 to 7 a.m., but I have to flex my schedule because we have Meet the Teacher tonight. So I'm doing my makeup for Meet the Teacher. I'm gonna go ahead and run down what's already on my face. I have on my Fenty Soft Matte Pro Filter Primer. And then for my T-zone, I went in with a deluxe sample I got from Sephora a long time ago of the Too Faced Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. This is a really good mattifying primer. I really like it. Would I buy the full size? No, because I have other mattifying primers, but I do like this, and I'm trying to use it up and complete it. As you can see, it's pretty small, so I just put that in my T-zone. For my under eyes, I've been priming with the Becca Under Eye Anti-Fatigue. The Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. I really like this. I got this as gratis. I love this thing. It really does work. And as somebody who gets really dry under eyes, my under eyes do not get dry when I use this under eye primer. So I really have been loving that. So those are all the primers that I have on my skin. For foundation, I'm wearing the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. This has been one of my favorites of the new foundation releases of the summer. This is one of my top picks. I wear shade 136 and it is absolutely perfect for me. This is my perfect shade and undertone. It matches so well. So that's the foundation. I set using my Pretty Vulgar Matte About It powder. It's just a white translucent powder. I use that in the center of my face and to kind of reverse contour in this area, as you can see. Then I went with my BH Cosmetics pressed powder, matte pressed powder in the shade 255. That's the face powder I've been using. Highlighter is Becca Chocolate Geode. And the brows are MAC Shape and Shade Brow Tint. And my brows came out really good today. Like, I'm loving what they look. So let's jump into the eyes. We're using the Jackie Aina palette yet again. I'm trying to get to school by like 8:15. I have a meeting at 8:40. So really I just need to be there by the time the meeting starts. So I'm doing decent with my time, but I also need to unplait my hair. I'm going to do a braid out. I just hope the humidity don't get me. Don't get me, humidity. I already know what I want to wear. So I'm pretty on top of it today. So, but the thing is I am going to be doing a lot of work in my room, setting it up. So I don't want to get my clothes dirty. So maybe I'll change. I don't know. We'll see how I feel after this. Halfway through my coffee. So I made some progress this morning. I always wear a music note dress for Meet the Teacher and stuff so people can easily identify who I am and what I do without even asking questions. I don't gotta say nothing. I just be like, hi. They're like, oh, you must be the music teacher. I'm like, yeah. See you in music next week. Bye. This foundation looks so good. And all those giant pimples I had over here, y'all, they're going down. I use my little sticky dots I've talked to y'all about. I have lint on my neck. Acne dots, those things, they work. My face is so much smoother on this side. This is the smoother side of my face, but this was huge. Now it's not. This one is going down. This one is basically completely flat, but still a little bit open. And then this one is new. She's new. So my skin has been very problematic lately, but I've just been patient and consistent, and within 1 or 2 days I can get almost all my pimples to be gone, which is way better than in the past. Let's jump into the eyes, which is what we're all here for. Today I'll be using the shade Wiggalese on my lid. That is the only shade from this palette I have not yet used in a video or in real life. So we're finally going to use every single shade in this palette, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to put the shade Soleil in my inner corner. I'm trying to see. And we're going to do edges and credit for the crease. I kind of want it to be neutral since the lid is going to be so bold. I want everything else to be kind of neutral. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the shade Edges. I like that I can kind of just lift it up right here. Hello, good morning. The shade Edges is going to be our transition color. I'm going to use the brush that came with the palette, the fluffy side of it. And I'm going to just use windshield wiper motions and place this into the upper crease area. As you can see, it's super pigmented and blends really easily. Making sure I get all the way from inner to outer corner of this transition area. But yeah, I'm excited to start working in my room. I got all my shopping done because in the state of South Carolina, if you are a teacher, they give you $275 to get supplies and materials for your classroom that you get full range over. Like, you don't have to ask to get it approved. You just get what you think is best for your room. And I spent my entire 275 in 2 days because I knew exactly what I wanted and what I was looking for, and I did that, okay? So I'm about to turn my form back in today. So because it has to go to your, like, they keep it on record in case they get audited, for like tax reasons and stuff like that. I guess I don't know, something about audit. I guess it's for tax reasons, and just to make sure that you're not like spending it on yourself, like going to get your nails done or like I don't know, get a weave or something. I don't know. I don't really do those things that often. So, as you can see, my nails are in shambles. I got this done literally back at the beginning of June for a wedding that was on my parents' anniversary, June 9th. And now it's, what, over 2 months later? So, I do plan to get my nails done for the first week of school. And I think I'm going to stop though. Like, I enjoy it, but there's something else I want to invest my money in because I'm like not buying anything. I'm basically going on a no buy with makeup and stuff. So I have so much, I have enough, and only really investing in the things that I truly, truly want and love in all aspects of life, and then things that I need. And this is about to sound like a luxury, but I really need to start getting sports massages, upper body again. I have a shoulder injury. You don't know it, most people don't, but I'm literally almost always in chronic pain in my right shoulder. It's always hurting. Some days are worse than others where it's like I could cry, but I'm not going to because I've been dealing with this for years. But the only thing that has helped was when I started to get deep tissue massages. And I never had one before. I don't even know what inspired me to go start or try it out. I think maybe I had a coupon. Yeah, I had a coupon for a free one. That's what got me started. And I met this amazing black woman named Marvelette. That's my lady. And I think I'm going to start trying to go at least once every 6 weeks or once a month to help manage the pain in my shoulder. Because it's a lot and it really does hurt and it affects my mood. And I don't like that. So instead of like paying to get my nails done, that's more than the price. Like getting a pedicure and manicure is a gel one is more expensive than me just getting an upper body massage. So I think I'm going to do that instead of getting my nails done because I can do my own nails, honestly. Or I might just do hands or feet depending on the season. Like now it's still warm, so I would just get my feet done. My feet are in shambles, my hands are in shambles. But for the beginning of the school year, I'm going to get both done, and then after that, it'll probably just alternate one or the other. So yeah, we have edges on. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Credit, which is the deep brown that has like plumish undertones. And I'm going to use this MSQ brush. I've been using the same brushes all week. I tend to wash my eye brushes like once a week or once like every 2 weeks, just depending on the shades I'm using. If I use like a really funky color, sometimes it gets really stuck on the brush. Wow, that is so pigmented, as you can see. Credit, I went in a little hard. That's okay. We can blend it out. Just putting this in the outer V and the outer like half of my crease. You see that? To add some depth and dimension. I know it looks kind of harsh now, but like I said, we'll blend it out. No problem, no problem. But yeah, that's something I think I'm going to start doing. For my health and my well-being, I need to invest in that. I've thought about getting a Massage Envy membership, but the price is like, I don't know. I have to look into it, and then I don't really like people touching me, and like I already have a person that I trust and that did a great job, and I don't know. I'm weird about that kind of stuff. I don't know. And I'm also like, it's not my regular life, I don't know. Like Jackie, her husband's professional soccer player, so he like is used to getting massages from whoever and whatever, but I don't like that. I need like the same person every time. I don't want. It's not that they're strange people. They're qualified, they're licensed, they're safe, but I like consistency. I want the same person that knows my toughest, most tense areas. I want the same person because, you know, then they can learn my back and my shoulders. But yeah, I just feel so amazing after that. So relaxed. It's just like, it's literally like I carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. I'll never forget the first time I went, she's like, you have the shoulders of a 70-year-old construction worker that started construction when he was like 18. She's like, what are she knew I was a teacher. She's like, what are you doing? Like throwing the kids across the room, like lifting and throwing children all day? I said, no, that's just where it's just where I carry all my tension and all my stress is in my shoulders. On top of having a shoulder injury, it's not good. It's not a good mix, y'all. But you know, we're gonna get it together. That's one of my goals. Is to I need to invest in that for, like I said, my well-being because it's too much. I'm going back in with edges to blend out credit. I'm going over the edges of credit with edges. All right, and now we're gonna go on to the lid with our star shade, which is Wiggalese, which is the matte, not matte, which is the shimmering red shade right there, Wiggalese. And I'm gonna use my finger. It's like a coppery red shade. It's really pretty. Wow, that's very bright and pigmented. Normally for me, the teacher, I go with like just a gold glittery shade all over the lid, you know, but we're gonna be bold today and do red. This is really pretty. Applying this to like 2/3 of my lid. I still want credit to show in the outer V, and we'll blend the two together. But focusing on the first 2/3 of my lid. So pretty. I forgot to tell you, I did use a little bit of Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 8 underneath my eyes. It's like a very, 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 very subtle highlight. And that's kind of what I like. I don't like super bright under eyes. I like a subtle highlight. But so far, I'm loving the way my makeup is turning out. I'm loving this look. I've been having a really good makeup week, even though I've been having a horrible skin week. My skin has not been friendly to me, but I think it also has to do with I haven't been drinking enough water. Like I started really good with my water. I was like, I need to drink more water. Then my skin was good, and then I all of a sudden like abruptly stopped. I can't remember why. I think my schedule changed. I'm going in with credit to blend out the outer V area with Wiggalese. I was taking a small amount to go over the edges. Going back into Wiggalese to blend more. Do, do. And then I'm gonna go in with the shades Credit and Wiggalese. Credit and edges mixed together, and I'm gonna blend. In the crease. The two shades mixed together. Now I'm just going to use edges only. I'm going to blend around the outside. And the tone of edges is so pretty with Wiggalese on the lid. Like they really complement each other. Because edges is really warm, and so the warmth of Wiggly's, it really pops. They complement each other very well. Like all the colors in here really do work together really well. They blend really easy together. So, so pretty. Loving how this is looking. We're now going to go to the small detail brush and I'm going to dampen it with some water. Take a small coffee break. I love the way my brows came out today. Like, honestly, if I were to get microblading, I would want my eyebrows exactly like this. And the thickness, the hair strokes today, the length, the tail, everything is like perfecto. The distance that they come in is perfect today. Like, love it. All right, we're taking this brush damp, going into Wiggly's, which is the shade on the lid. The only shade I haven't used yet. And I'm going to apply this damp to the lid area. Just to intensify it even more and to get into this inner corner area that I can't reach with my finger. And you'll see it becomes even more vibrant. Apply damp, but it looks really good dry as well. But I'm just going to go over what I did dry with it damp. That is so pretty. Wow, wow, so pretty. Love it. Dampening the brush again so we can go on the other eye. Ooh, it's a little too wet. Sometimes your brush can be too damp and then that's not good. And this is my problem lid. This is when I have a burn, like a chemical burn on it. Like first it started off as a scratch and then I got a chemical burn from like putting skincare on it. Then I think I re-scratched it and reopened the wound. So this eyelid, sometimes the makeup just disappears or it doesn't even catch in those areas because I have like a scar. You can't really see it unless I point it out, and if you're like in person, my camera I don't think is good enough to catch it. But this lid, sometimes shadow does not apply as well or stay or last as well. It just doesn't show up the same. So we have to work around that. That is so pretty. I can't wait to show y'all this close up because it is gorgeous. Going back with the MSQ brush and some credit. Just gonna take a little bit of that and do some minor blending. Also going slightly above my crease with this shade just to blend it up. So I really like the way that looks on one eye. I need to do it on this eye. Yeah, that's pretty. So the shimmer kind of fades into the transition shade. Love, love, love. With this same brush, dampening it again, we're going with the shade Soleil, which is going to be our inner corner highlight, and it's this shade right here. It's kind of like a light peachy gold kind of shade. I think that'll be pretty. Or I could use Dwalas, but I feel like Dwala. Let's use Soleil. It's going to take the tiniest bit and layer it over top in the tear duct area, and I'm blending it just a little bit. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, that's pretty, that's perfect. So I'm layering it over Wiggly's just a little bit. Just so that the shades kind of blend together. Yeah, that's perfect. And then I'm gonna put that in the tear duct with this brush. And this is damp, applying it damp. I feel like this one is a little low. Yeah, that's fine. And for the rest of my lower lash line, I'm going to take Credit, which is the dark brown, and then I'm going to blend that out with edges so we have that nice gradient. I'm using the same brush and it still is slightly damp. So I'm taking Credit, the deep brown with a plum undertone. I'm smudging that along the rest of my lower lash line using the same little brush. Thank you. It's Meet the Teacher night, so I gotta look cute. And my dress I'm gonna wear is black and white because it's a cheap music note dress I got off, I think not a Walmart ad, a Facebook ad from like China. You know, it's kind of sketchy. So it's like a really cheap material, but I only wear it for like Meet the Teacher night. Like I wear it like once a year. That is so pretty. And you can smoke this out however much you want to. This is so pretty it is. All right, I don't think I'm gonna add any edges underneath. I like it with just the dark brown on the bottom and Soleil in the tear duct. I like the way this looks, and I'm kind of blending it out with Credit. I'm blending Credit with Credit. And I'm using this brush to also apply some to the crease and outer V area just to intensify it some more. I'm just gonna take this brush, whatever's on it, and take the other brush I used from the palette, whatever's on it, and just do one last blend. And that is the eye look done, with the focus being Wigglelease on the lid. I'm gonna bring it up closer before I apply mascara just so you can see. I wish it would balance like the color. There we go. So yeah, I can see what it looks like. All right, let's put on some mascara. Let's do L'Oreal Lash Voluminous alone today. I don't feel like doing two mascaras. L'Oreal Lash Paradise, Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. I'm not going to do any liner or anything like that. I've been like anti-liner this week. Love this palette. I finally used all 14 shades. I ain't got no problems with this palette. Everything worked perfectly. Everything blends together beautifully. Every look I've created has been gorgeous, and I love the palette. So now I'm just going in with mascara. And for my lips, yesterday my lips got like so dry. Well, they were kind of crusty, and then I put that matte lipstick on, which I love the color of it, but I need like a gloss today because my lips were just so dry yesterday. I need gloss. Gloss. I think I have one. People are just trying to hate on. Yeah, some people are, but I mean, for the people that watch me, there's nothing wrong with this palette. There's nothing different about this Anastasia palette compared to the others. Like, the quality is still amazing. Like, I love Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes. And honestly, one of my favorites is actually Subculture. Like, I love the colors in Subculture. My top three Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes are Jackie Aina, Soft Glam, and Subculture. Those are my three favorites. And then if I had to add a fourth, it would be the Prism palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Those are my, we'll do four because I was born on the 4th. So my top four after adding Jackie Aina are Jackie Aina, Soft Glam, Subculture, and Prism. If you know anything about me, the reason I love Prism is because it has a beautiful green in it, and it has like this really pretty like orange shade, and I really like green and orange on my eyes. Oh, this is your first palette from them? I literally have them all, almost all of them. I really love Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadows. Wow, this mascara on its own is really doing some things for me. I'll have to show y'all up close. Man, let me just show y'all. Actually, I have a little bit of time. All right, so here's all four side by side, and we'll go through each one. This is Jackie Aina, and then my other top fave is Soft Glam. I mean, and you'll see like Soft Glam is like neutral. So that's, ooh, Soft Glam is on top, obviously. And it's just more neutral. This is like a perfect neutral palette. It's great for bridal. Love, love, love these two. Wish I could show y'all closer. There we go. So that's Jackie Aina compared to Soft Glam. Like I said, Soft Glam is like my go-to neutral palette. This is like a good teacher palette or a businesswoman if you like to be glamorous but neutral. Let's compare it to Prism. This is Prism. This is Jackie Aina. Yo, this is not easy holding these things. And you see Prism has like this green, which you can see I've dipped into that. There's like an indent in it. It has some purples, has a neon green, it has a bronze, and that's right up my alley. I love green and purple. Those are my top two favorite colors, and I love like a gold and a bronze shade for the lid too, like when I want to keep it simple. So I mean, you can see how they're kind of related too. This is like the grungier like sister maybe to this palette that maybe she got locked up, you know, she did some time, and this is a sister that like, you know, went to college and had kids and got married and all that, you know, but they're still besties and they hang out. That's how I describe these two. So this is Prism and this is Jackie Aina. I know that explanation was like and then lastly we have Subculture, which everyone hates. They don't even make this anymore because it got so much backlash, and that's because most of these shades are actually like pigment, so they're kind of powdery because they are so pigmented. There's fallout. And you can see they're totally different. This one's way more cool tone, way more cool toned, but I love the colors of this one. I feel like this is the perfect fall palette. I created so many looks with this one. You see Jackie's is a little bit more vibrant, it's more colorful, more warm. So, but those are my top four faves. Like, I love Subculture, Prism, Soft Glam, and then Jackie Aina. Those are my top four Anastasia palettes. Palettes! But yeah, they're great quality. They kind of expensive, but you know, yeah. And if you're not like an avid makeup wearer like I am, and you don't like to do super creative, colorful looks, I don't think you need all these palettes. You know, choose what fits your lifestyle. And that's the wonderful thing about makeup. You don't need it all. Just buy what you like. And I just happen to be one of those people that likes everything. And I tend to use everything. Like, I've actually used all the palettes I just showed you. None of those are like untouched or anything like that. And I feel like Anastasia palettes, they mix and match really well with each other. Do 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 do. Yo, what time is it? I need to know. Let me see real quick. Let me see. Oh, it's 7:56 a.m. We're getting close to the time I need to leave. I need to leave like now. My meeting's at 8:40 though. So I'll show up in perfect time for the meeting, and that will be perfect for the flex schedule I'm on today. Love it. I'll probably still end up being there over 8 hours because I'm going to help clean after everything and help the teachers out. I guess this year I'll hang out in the 1st and 2nd grade hallway. Last year I hung out in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade hallway, but this year for me, the teacher, I'm going to hang out in the 1st and 2nd grade hallway because that's the grades. That's the grades. Those are the grades I'll be assisting. So for teachers, like, we're not really supposed to work. First of all, I'm a salary employee, so it doesn't matter how long I work, but For teachers, we're not really supposed to work over 8 hours a day, or like just for your health, they recommend that you do your 40 hours a week and go home. But you know, there's a lot of stuff that comes with being a teacher. There's a lot of stuff that we have to do. And on nights, because we're salary, they can require us to be at the school after hours for events like, let's say I do a musical, or there's a play or a program, or like a Title I night, or like a family night. You want your teachers to show up. But we already did our time during the day. So when we have a flex schedule, which only happens during the summer, because during the school year we teach during the day. It also happens during like parent-teacher conferences. But anyways, when you flex your schedule, that means that normally I'm supposed to be at work by 7:25 a.m. It's basically 8 a.m. now. So since I have to be at school from 4 to 6 p.m., that's 2 additional hours past the time that I am required to be there. So to make up for that, my administration says that we can flex the schedule. So that's why I'm not there at 7:25. I'm going to show up probably right at 8:40 for the meeting that I have. And that means like I'm taking the time from the morning and I'm putting that into the 4 to 6. I'm not good at explaining this. That's why I teach music. Does that make sense? So I'm taking that 2 hours out of the normal daytime and I'm replacing it with the 4 to 6. So that's how I'm flexing my schedule today. And I still have like another hour that I could leave for in order to like really make up for it. But it's going to be fine. I'm not going to leave the school once I go there. I'm going to stay. So that means I'm not going to see Nola until after 6 p.m. And she'll be fine because she's good for up to 14 hours. Nola will not have an accident. So it's days like this that make it hard when you have a dog, and even harder if you have children in a family, because, you know, teachers that have kids that don't go to the school they teach at, maybe they're like still young or like they live far away or whatever. Think about them and their families. Even if they have a spouse, their spouse probably works. Like, who's going to pick up their kids? Who's going to watch their kids? When you're required to do all these things after school, you know? Who's going to feed your family, you know? So it's really hard it's even harder for teachers that have young children. Now, if your kids are like middle school, high school, they almost grown, so they can like feed themselves, they'll be fine. You know, they can take care of themselves. They know how to lock the door. They know how to, hopefully cook some basic things. But when you have super young children, it's really hard for teachers. And I'm learning that as a teacher at a school where like everybody has kids, but a few of us. And I've been watching and like taking notes on how they manage it, like how they do their schedules, who's watching their children, their small children and things like that. So that when I do have children, hopefully, Lord willing, I know what to do. It is hard. It is real hard. And then you be tired all day dealing with other people's kids. And then you go home and you have somebody saying, Mommy, feed me, wash me, spend time with me. And you're like, I just spent time with, well, for me, I just spent time with 500 other children today because I teach the whole school. I need you to get up out my face and go talk to your dad. Since you have a husband and he has a whole career and job, I would suggest teacher assistant because you don't have as much responsibility, but you still get to have an impact with children and work with kids. That is my best advice. If you want to get into if you're a teacher, but it's even worse if you're an assistant. But that's my best advice, is to be an assistant if you can afford it. Like, you still want to make money, you still want that schedule, because that's one of the more positive things about the schedule is usually when you're in school, your kids are in school, you know? It's just difficult when you get out of school because teachers have meetings and stuff after school. Well, then during breaks, when your kids are on break, you're on break, so then you don't have to pay for that daycare or babysitting when the breaks happen, because teachers are off when the kids are off. So that's the only positive. But the after school requirements, sometimes that can get a little tough, especially if your kids don't go to the school that you work at. Like my school, they have a whole daycare program for the kids that for the teachers' children at the school. There's a program for them, so we know that they're safe. They're in the school with us, they're with trusted adults. So like, that's a blessing when it comes to my school, is that they actually have a program that takes care of the teachers' kids so that the teachers can focus on work and not have to worry about family. But every school's not like that. Thank you, Lord, for blessing me with an excellent school and school district. All right, I'm done applying mascara. Y'all, this look is so pretty. I love what this turned out. It's so pretty. I love it. I need to do my hair still. I'm running behind now. Oh well, it's okay. I'll make it by 8:40 still because I know what I'm gonna wear. And everything's there. I don't need to take anything with me. And they're feeding me lunch, so I don't have to pack lunch. All right, so I decided I'm gonna do a braid out for tonight. Thank ya. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 braids in my head. I have fine textured hair, so I don't have to do a lot of braids. And we're just gonna unbraid these real quick. I don't think I'm gonna wear earrings because I'm wearing my hair down. So one way I stretch my hair is like y'all saw, I wore my hair. What did I do? I wore it out, then I put it like in a low ponytail, then I did 2 ponytails, and that's how I stretch my hair without heat. And then I'll just transition to a braid out or a twist out. Mostly braid outs. So that is 1 braid unbraided. And the product I use, my hair is super moisturized and soft. For this hair, I used, thank you. I used the Shea Moisture Red Palm and Cocoa Butter Curl Stretch Pudding, because that's really moisturizing and my hair is kind of dry. And then Eco Style Argan Oil. And that's what's in my hair right now. And some oil. I put some oil on it so y'all can see. And we'll go in and fluff it and separate it. But yeah, braid out is one of my go-tos for like a stretched hairstyle that I know will last me a few days. And I always, like almost always, lightly dust my ends every time I put my hair into plaits or twists, because you can see where it's not like curling properly, like you can like clearly see it. So that's another tip I have, so that I don't have to, when I do get my hair straightened again, like I most likely won't have to get any of it trimmed or cut off, because I've been really good about dusting my ends, because I ordered some shears off Amazon, so I actually had proper hair scissors to do that. And y'all, I only live 15 minutes away from my school. That's another blessing. It's not far at all. It's almost a straight shot to get there from where I'm at, but I'm also far enough away. I'm on the other side of town, essentially, to where I don't really run into my students a whole lot. Like, I really do have the perfect setup right now. I love it. I'm very thankful for what I do, where I live, and my dog, since it's just me and her. And the bigger the braid, like the more like wavy it gets. Like these are bigger waves because it was a bigger braid. And then the smaller, the tighter the wave. Like in the front, I do smaller ones. But yeah, I use one of my favorite oils on my hair, and my hair feels so good. And it's very shiny. I'm hoping my grays kind of show up in this braid out. I do have some gray hairs. I love gray hair. I think it looks so pretty. And my mom is finally letting hers like actually grow out and not like dye it. And I think it looks so beautiful. But my mom's face is so young. But I was like, you're just in trend, because silver hair and the gray hair has been kind of a trend lately. I'm like, you're just in trend, Mom. You can have your hot girl summer with your gray hair. And she just laughed, of course. But I don't have enough for it to like show, but I'm ready for it to like show. I want the grays to show because I think they're so pretty. And it also helps because I too look very young. Like a lot of times people are like, oh, are you here to pick up your brother and sister? Or they think I'm a student. Like when I visit the high schools and middle schools, like sometimes I get told to put my phone away in the hallway. Yeah, grays are beautiful. I think it's just so pretty. But I get tired sometimes, and everybody's like, oh, that's like a good thing if people think that you look like a teenager. And I'm like, for me, I don't like, because I'm an adult, I don't want you to think that I'm a teenager, So if I have this young face, but I have like streaks of gray in my hair, people will like be like, You know, they'll think twice maybe before they ask me to put my phone away in the hallway or call me a teenager. Yeah, it's good and bad. You're right. Yeah, but you know, so if I have the gray hair though, I think that'll help people like realize that oh, she's actually a little bit older than what I think. She's old enough to have gray hair. And it's not like all my hair is growing gray, but it is like equally distributed, I've noticed, around my head. So I will have like literally streaks, almost like highlights of gray, which I think is going to be so pretty. So pretty. I'm excited, y'all. When I tell you, I get so excited every time I find a gray hair when I do my hair. I literally take a picture and send it to my family. Like, so funny. All right. I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is unseparated. So y'all can see. Now we're going to separate. And my grandma's responses are always funny because my grandma lives with my mom and dad now. And so she's in our family group text because she lives there. And her responses to my gray hairs are always funny. So now I'm just going to go in and kind of separate these pieces a little bit. Sometimes I don't go all the way down to the end when I'm separating. I just separate like the top portion. I leave the ends connected, but to add volume. So this side looks more full than this side because I didn't separate this side yet. But sometimes like, look, I'm just fluffing like the top part, but I leave the end connected in some spots. Just to give my hair some more fullness. And you'll see I kind of scratch my scalp to get rid of the parts. So you don't want those to show. This is a perfect example of how I like kind of just fluff the inside, but I'm leaving the end connected. This one I do need to separate though. My hair has been at its healthiest lately. Like I've really been taking care of it and deep conditioning. Summer is like the perfect time for me to get my hair back on track. And I'm going to be more consistent. I'm going to do a lot more bunning and just wearing it slicked back, which can cause tension. So I try and alternate. Like 1 week I'm wearing my hair down and then a week of it like in a ponytail. And then from one ponytail I try and switch to two, from two to one, just so that it's not always like pulling in the same spots. But yeah, this is like the healthiest my hair has been. And I'm loving it. All right, humidity, please don't make my hair super just frizzy and non-defined. I plan to stay inside and not go outside too much. Even if it does though, as long as the ends are defined, that's what I care about. So this is the hair done. Hopefully there's no parts. Let me look in the mirror with my mirror while I do this. Yeah, we're good. Oops, kind of a part right there. Separate that out, make sure there's no visible parts. All right, we're gonna finish this coffee real quick and put on some gloss and be done. Good morning, if your hair was gray. Oh, okay, I'll take it. I wouldn't say I'm wise, but I do have some life experience. But I will say I did make a really wise decision recently, so maybe that's why I'm seeing an influx of gray hair, which that decision was to get baptized again and to actually fully submit and dedicate my life to the Lord. Amen. In his will for my life and not try and control everything because that's too much. Thought there was something in my eye, but there's not. Okay. All right, let's find a gloss for today. fun. I don't like the name of it, but it's really pretty. Maybe this gloss? This gloss is called Dirty Talk, and it's an Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Ultra Cushion Lip Gloss. I really like these glosses. They give you a minty feeling on the lips. So I think I'm going to wear that one. I don't think I've worn it before. It's new. So thank you. Hopefully I can actually retain length. I noticed, I think it was this side of my hair, I had so much breakage and this side was growing like healthy. And we literally cut off like 3 to 4 inches because it was so unevenly growing. I have the picture on my Instagram. You can see the last time I got my hair straightened how it was janky. So my goal is to have everything actually grow out healthily and retain length on both sides of my head. Because that was really strange. And in the middle, it was like, it was bad. But I was like, wow, how long it had grown. But then it was damaged dead ends. So all right, let me put this gloss on to finish my coffee. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So this is the finished look. Hope y'all like it. I'll show you on the natural light. I think the sun is up now. Show is, and I need to leave. So this is the look in natural light. Hope y'all enjoyed it. The lip gloss is called Dirty Talk. And it's like a clear, it has like a slight orange undertone, and it has glitter in it. But it's not like super glittery. As you can see, I'm like real close to my face. But I love the way this look turned out, the way my hair turned out. I'll show y'all Nola. And then I'm gonna go. Thank you. Say bye, Noli. Can you say bye? Noli, say bye. Nola. Oh, is that your bye? You're just gonna yawn? All right, Nola says bye. I say bye. Have a thankful Thursday, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Say bye, Nola. Bye.